Welcome back into the channel, guys. This is DragonLordAzure, and today we are going to be continuing our playthrough of Final Fantasy X Let's Play. Let's get started. So essentially where we left off, we got through all of Zanarkand and, we walked through all of that. And now we're at this just desolate, ruined temple. Don't know why we're here. This is where Sin just decided to leave us. So first thing, you want to come down in, come down that basically like little walk area. You have yourself a high potion. And now we continue. Temple is like completely submerged, have no idea what's going on. And now we're in the water and we're swimming. Good thing we can breathe underwater. So now there's really nothing that you can realistically do. You just swim around until the cutscene actually happens. And now the first of many times hearing the most glorious battle theme ever. Alright, so with the preemptive strike, all it basically means is that we get the upper hand against multiples. So, and I actually forgot to equip warriors, so I'm gonna have to worry about that after this fight. So after you kill these two, the next scene triggers because we're not alone down here. I guess he was hungry. Oh, nope, not hungry. And say hello to the Geoscano. So he's just gonna punch, and his punches, if I remember correctly, always deal half damage. So again, it's one of those things where you don't necessarily have to heal, because his punches are gonna do half damage. So just hit him a bunch of times. Again, next scene's gonna trigger, and we move on. Ooh, narrow miss. There's the path, you better swim. Talk about a hairy encounter. Hey man, at least we're safe. At least we are safe.
I had made it out of the frying pan and into the freezer. I thought I was gonna die in this place.
And now we just run up this set of stairs and into a much larger aspect of this place. Yeah, you were just complaining about being in a freezer.
Need
So.
fire.
Alright, so you're going to want to get all of the stuff that you need and bring it back to that location. Again, there are hidden chests within here, and I will show you guys where those chests are as we progress through this area. So first thing you want to do is come through this door that's by the save point, because then you can come and examine here in order to get your flint. Because obviously you cannot make fire without flint. So then next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go directly across into here. And you're going to want to go up the stairs. And that's going to give you your tinder, or AKA your wither bouquet. So now you have a flint and you have your tinder in order to actually make your fire. But if you continue actually coming up all the way through, you come around the debris, there is a chest right here that contains a second high potion. So just in this area alone, you've now netted 2 high potions, which is phenomenal for early game. Because potions, I believe, heal about 300, while high potions heal 1,000. I think. Actually, let's double check on that. So yeah, high potions are 1,000, potions are 100. And while we're actually in here, if you want to change your mode, all you have to do is go over to set mode, and you just select the mode that you wish. For mainly everything, the best mode that you can have is basically warrior, because it gives you the fastest overdrives the fastest, other than like Victor, which Victor is just winning a certain number of fights. Nice and cozy. Listen, I can't help you with food.
I need food.
Yeah, and I need $1 million. We can't get everything we want, Tidus.
What do you want?
It was a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
You came to say that?
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who, me?
You cried.
Sleeping Beauty, your fire's kind of going out.
Hey, wait! Don't go out on me! Just hold on. I'll get more wood.
I think wood is the least of your worries.
Give me a break!
Alright, where you want it? You want it on the leg or the arm? And say hello to Killick. So now this guy does not factor off of basically dealing set amount of damage. He actually can kill you, so make sure you don't die. So as you can see, Warrior tremendously helps because of the fact that, you know, I'm almost at full overdrive. So now full overdrive. So now we can spiral cut. So now again, as I said, each person factors their overdrive differently. So with Tidus, he gets more overdrives as he progresses with the number of overdrives he uses. So that's why you want Warrior early, that way you can essentially get his better overdrives faster.
You on my side? Cool.
Looks like we got ourselves some backup. So our special friend here can use grenades, which is fancy. So use a grenade and we'll just keep attacking like we normally have been. Now, this person can also steal, and obviously Kill seems like to be giving us more grenades. So we're gonna heal up Tidus because he is getting kind of low in health, and Kill can do about 100 damage per swipe. So as you can see, our friend's attack here is kind of low, so it's probably best not to just straight attack. All right, that's how we couldn't steal anything. That's fine. We'll get that, and we're going to go down to use, and we're going to use another grenade. Nicely done. And our friend is just getting clobbered over here. Heal up. Try to stack again, getting himself a crit. Well done. We're gonna steal again. And we got a grenade that time. Awesome. And there we go. Our first victory fanfare of the playthrough. Ourselves two ability spheres and one move on the sphere grid.
Phew. That was close.
Get up, boy.
Hey, let me go.
Redek Drak! Ifin, Irisa, Tekiaka! Wak, Edeku! Gemed?
Fed! Shrivadak Risa!
Dralnia, Drakisha Dave.
Ifan Petted! Fapuneket Fedrik! Kuno.
KO! You win! See, you can kind of sort of tell what they're saying, but at the same time you really can't. Because it's obviously a different language, but you can kind of sort of piece together what they're saying. Well, now we're on a boat.
Kid, it's Daija.
Hey, that hurts.
Musujek, right?
Whoa. Okay.
Shut up or you'll get shot. It's pretty much what those guys are saying, like, shut up if you don't want to die.
Canis!
See, at least she's nice enough to help us.
Right, whatever.
Tuli Hood Kabeg?
I said I don't understand.
Akomala!
Fed! He said you can stay if you make yourself useful.
You understand me? All right, I'll work.
It wasn't very nice. Alright, so what you can do is if you come over here and you grab this book, It is the first of the alphabet primers. There are 26, one for each letter of the alphabet. I will show where each and every individual location is as we progress through the game.
Almost forgot.
Yes, understand is a sphere grid. So essentially what this sphere grid is your stats, your abilities, your defense, your attack, your speed, all that kind of stuff. So as you progress through the game, you will get sphere movement points. The sphere movement points are going to allow you to move a number of steps through the grid. Each character has their own individual grid that gives them abilities. Once your character gets to the end of that path, you can take your other character and literally go every single place that you can. If you actually look hard enough around each individual little sphere, there are basically seven like diamonds. It means every single character can learn each of those individual abilities. So it's super helpful to get every single character around the grid as much as possible. Now, the ones that he is on now are just called blank nodes. That just means that there's literally nothing for you there. They're just a blank node. They do no good. And later on, you will get spheres that can actually fill blank nodes to actually give you better stats. But for right now, we kind of have to deal with what we got, unfortunately. Tidus is basically the speed of the group. So he's all about being the fastest and getting the more elusive enemies. Our friend is more along the lines of the stealing and thief route. So a lot of like stealing, bribing with Gil, nabbing Gil, all that kind of stuff. So that's essentially what our friend here does.
We found some ancient ruins right beneath us. It's not active now, but there should still be some power left. We're gonna go down there and activate it. And then we should be able to salvage the big prize.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get to work.
Roger.
Perfect dive. So there's really nothing for you here. I mean, you can honestly sit here and you can train up the friend, because you will run into the friend again, just like you'll run into Orin again. But it would take forever to get the friend up to warrior status. So it's not that useful, to be completely and utterly honest. So I would just fly through, and then you'll get access to everything later on. Plus, I mean, you'll run into a lot better enemies than just the fish here. So hit him. That's fine. So basically what we're gonna do right now, and what I recommend, is in the early part of this area, have our friend here steal everything in sight and have Tidus do all of the killing. Because you want to have grenades for the coming fight in this section. So you want a lot of grenades. Grenades will help you. Big time. Alright, so we get to the end of our long corridor. I'm actually surprised we only got one encounter in that. I usually get like 3 or 4 going through that. Alright, so now we're here. We come over here, and we're not going to use our sphere grid move, because I'll explain why. The reason why you don't want to just immediately use a sphere grid move as soon as you get it, I'm not sure how true this is, but there is a hidden system with the AI in this game. Essentially, if you save up 10 moves on the sphere grid and then level yourself up like almost right before a boss fight, the boss fight thinks you're 10 levels lower on the sphere grid than you actually are, so the boss fight is like rendered a little bit weaker. Now, again, I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's just what I have been told. I personally haven't seen any bit of a change, but that's just by my viewpoint. Alright, so we are now going to steal from the other pair. And Tidus is going to kill the first pair, giving Tidus his overdrive, and we are going to save that overdrive for the next room. Got another grenade, which is great. And let's see if we can get one more grenade. Sweet, 3 for 3 on grenades. We'll take it. We will take it. And they are now gone. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, so what we're going to do real quick, though, is we are going to heal up our pair, just to make sure. So we are going to examine this, and Tidus is going to do what every man does when something doesn't work. We just bang on it until it works. That's usually how things just come to life. We just smash it with a hammer. So now that frees our newfound pal over here, who is now going to be waiting for us as we come through. And we're going to have fun with a little bit of a squid boy. If I remember correctly, this is Tross, or also known as a Nautilus. So first thing you want to do, grenade. Always want to start with a grenade, because that's an immediate 354 damage, and that's going to trigger this part of the battle, where unfortunately we cannot hit him because he is out of attack range. Not even grenades can hit him. So we do have trigger commands, which are just standby. I recommend, instead of doing standby, if you press triangle, it puts them into defense to where they take less damage from the Nautilus charge. So they take way less damage, and you don't have to deal with as much bad stuff. So grenade again, and then you have Tidus with a spiral cut. Nailed it, perfect. Dealing him another 364 points of damage. So far, we've dealt him in trios of like 360. So you gotta think, 3 grenades at 360. Plus overdrive at 360, that'll put it at little over 1,400 points of damage. Alright, so in order for that to work, one person has to go on standby, and then you activate the pincer attack, which the pincer attack is a trigger command that you will do. Won't be the only trigger command you ever do in this game, because now he cannot go anywhere. So now he has to fight instead of running away. Again, just constantly use as many grenades as you possibly have, and just keep bashing until he just immediately goes down. That's all you gotta do with this boss. Just like that, he's gone. Just like that. It's not a insanely difficult boss if you know just basic little strategies that you can do. So that is my recommendation for how you fight Tross. Now, once Tross is defeated, you get another move on the sphere grid. No items, unfortunately. So now you just follow our friend out the side of the wall here. And with now the area activated, searchlights will now be turning on, unveiling their big prize. Scared all the fish away. How could you? Those 3 fish are like, wait for us! So all you gotta do is just descend until you come across their big prize, which, if you can make it out, it is literally what looks like the remnants of a kind of ship. It kind of looks like a ship. Ship probably has been down there for centuries at this point, because that is a lot of wear and tear and rust on that. A lot. And now we're back on our actual ship. And it looks like they are kind of just sitting there waiting for us, waiting to see what's supposed to happen. So our friends have confirmed that we found an airship. Again, it looks like it's been down there for centuries, a lot of rust and everything, so you know, you can assume that they're basically going to take it and try and fix it up to be able to use. So now, even though Tidus did a job for them, they still don't trust him, they still don't know him, so he's not going to be allowed in the ship.
Whoa! Right on.
What, you're just gonna eat it without saying thank you? Where are your manners, boy? Well, that's what happens when you eat really hot food without something to drink.
Hey! It's because you eat too fast. Hey!
Hello there. What is your name?
Riku?
And Riku is adorable.
You really do understand.
Riku is essentially little sister status for me. She's too cute and adorable.
So earlier.
I didn't get a chance to. Everyone thought we were a fiend.
We.
We?
Oh, we means you.
Different language.
Who are you guys anyway?
Just like in French, oui means yes.
We're Al Bhed. Can't you tell? Wait, you're not an Al Bhed hater, are you?
I don't even know what an Al Bhed is.
Where are you from?
Xanarkand. I'm a blitzball player. Star player of the Xanarkand Abes.
Did you hit your head or something?
You guys hit me?
Oh, right. Do you remember anything before that?
Story time.
So I told her everything there was to tell about Xanarkand. About life there, Blitzball, and Sin's attack. And about how Aaron and I were engulfed in this light. I just said things as they came to mind. But then I started to wonder. Did I say something funny?
You were near Sin.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, you'll be better in no time. They say your head gets funny when Sin is near. Maybe you just had some kind of dream?
You mean I'm sick?
Because of Sin's toxin, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, there is no Xanarkand anymore. Sin destroyed it 1,000 years ago. So no one plays blitzball there.
Huh?
So
what do you
essentially,
mean, 1,000
when
years
Orin
ago?
and Tidus were engulfed in light, they
But
were
I saw
sent
Sin attack
1,000 years in the future.
You're saying that happened 1,000 years ago? No way.
1,000 years have passed since Tidus was in Xanarkand. 1,000 years. That's basically going to like a cryo freeze and waking up in like, you know, year 3021.
You should go to Luca.
It's like a gigantic
Someone
culture
might know
shock.
who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Luca?
Ah.
Huh.
Riku's just so adorable.
Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca. Promise. You'd rather stay here? Okay, I'll go tell the others. Wait here. Oh, and one thing. Don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place. You might upset someone.
Oh,
Do you know about Xanarkand?
My Xanarkand? Some kind of holy place?
Yeah, Xanarkand's not the,
Yeah,
the
right, I
greatest
thought.
place to call
Since when?
holy. I wouldn't say Xanarkand is
Yevon?
holy in the slightest.
Sin? Luca? I thought Sin just took me to a faraway place. That I could go back in a day or two.
Yeah, not gonna happen, kid.
But 1,000 years into the future? No way! Whoa, whoa!
Ruh-roh. Well, only one thing can make something that big. Sin is here.
Whoa!
You are coming with me, boy.
Well, let's go another 1,000 years in the future, shall we? It's almost like freaking like Monstro shipping service at this point. It's like, excuse me, we're not ready. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't drop you off at the right place. I had to call another Uber to come pick you up. It's like, come on. All right, well, now it looks like we're on a beach. Okay. All right, wake up.
Riku!
I don't think Riku's here. Ow! That was my head.
Blitzball!
Well, now he instantly doesn't remember Riku. He's like, Rick, Blitzball.
Hey!
So now, I was younger, like my PS2 copy, my game would always freeze at this point, and I'd be so mad. So now what you can quickly do before you go over there, if you actually swim over here to this other beach, there is a hidden chest right here. If you run and grab it, this is important for the celestial weapons later on in the game, and that gives you a moon crest. So again, that's really important to get the ultimate weapons in the end of the game. Each weapon needs a crest and a sigil in order for it to be fully powered. So if you can start nabbing them early, now would be the time to do so. Then if you come over here, there is a chest over here as well, filled with 2 antidotes, and that is it for everything here. So now the next thing that is the easiest thing to do would just be to come over here and talk to the guys. Hello, boys. They really made Waka's face kind of odd in the HD version. I'll say that.
Hiya.
You wanna try that move one more time?
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
The sphere shot.
play for?
The Xanarkin Abes.
Oh. What did Riku just tell you?
What team you say again?
I meant, forget that. I got too, close to Sin, and my head's all foggy like. So, I don't know where this place is. Or even where I came from.
Sin's toxin got to you. But you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon.
Who now?
All right, back to practice. I'm Waka, coach and captain of the Besaid Aurochs, brother. What, you hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
Alright, and that is where we are going to call it for this episode of the Final Fantasy X walkthrough. Appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.